Ever wondered how a simple idea could lead to a massive engineering marvel? The Argo Tunnel story is just that. Born in the throes of Colorado's gold rush in the late 19th century, the Argo Tunnel is a testament to human ingenuity, resilience, and relentless pursuit of wealth. The gold rush was a fever that gripped Colorado, turning it into a land of dreams and dust. Prospectors swarmed to the region, their hearts ablaze with the promise of untold riches. But beneath the glittering surface lay a deadly problem. The gold mines were plagued with flooding, turning would-be treasure troves into watery graves. The miners were at their wits' end, trapped in a ceaseless battle against the elements. Enter Samuel Newhouse, a man with a vision as golden as the ore itself. He saw the problem not as an insurmountable obstacle, but as an opportunity. His idea? A drainage tunnel, a lifeline that would drain the water from the mines and allow the miners to dig deeper to reach the gold that lay tantalizingly out of reach. This was no ordinary tunnel, mind you. It was to be 4 miles long, burrowing into the heart of the earth, a feat that was nigh unthinkable at the time. The tools? Not the laser-guided drills of the 21st century, but pickaxes, shovels, and dynamite. The workforce? Men of iron will and steely resolve, willing to risk their lives in the pursuit of fortune. The Argo Tunnel was not just a tunnel. It was a beacon of hope, a testament to the indomitable human spirit. It was a challenge thrown at the face of nature, a declaration that humanity would not be deterred, that we would bend the earth to our will no matter the cost. Through sheer determination and grit, the foundations of a solution and indeed a marvel were laid. The Argo Tunnel was born, a symbol of progress, of ambition, and of the relentless human pursuit of wealth. But as with all great undertakings, the birth of the Argo Tunnel was not without its trials and tribulations. Digging a 4-mile tunnel with pickaxes and dynamite sounds impossible, but for the Argo Tunnel workers, it was a harsh reality. As we delve deeper into this extraordinary endeavor, let's not forget the human element that made it possible. Imagine the scene. Men with dirt-streaked faces, muscles straining, the air thick with dust, and the relentless echo of iron against rock. The tools they wielded were rudimentary, pickaxes and shovels, their only companions in the claustrophobic darkness. But it wasn't just the manual labor that tested the mettle of these men. The real beast was the dynamite. A volatile companion, it was the key to progress, but also a deadly risk. Accidents were common. A misplaced charge, a spark at the wrong moment, and the tunnel would become a tomb. The human cost was staggering. Lives were lost, families shattered, dreams buried under the rubble. But the promise of gold, the lure of riches, kept the men going. Each day they pushed further into the mountain, carving out the path that would lead to prosperity. But the challenges weren't just physical. The tunnel's construction was a battle against nature itself. The mountain fought back with floods, cave-ins, and treacherous rock formations. Yet with every setback, the workers adapted, their resolve hardened by the adversities they faced. The air deep in the tunnel was thin, heavy with dust, and dangerously low on oxygen. Ventilation was a constant concern. Ingenious solutions were devised, with primitive air ducts installed to bring a breath of fresh air to the exhausted miners. Every inch of progress was a victory, every foot a milestone, every mile a testament to human grit and determination. It was a Herculean task, but the workers of the Argo Tunnel were up to it. For them, the mountain was not an insurmountable obstacle, but a challenge to be conquered. Despite the hardships, the tunnel took shape, inch by painstaking inch. The dream of a golden future was slowly becoming a reality. The Argo Tunnel, a symbol of human ambition and perseverance, was taking shape. Against all odds, the Argo Tunnel was not only completed, but also stood as an engineering marvel of its time. It was a testament to the human spirit, a demonstration of what could be accomplished with sheer determination, grit, and a fair share of dynamite. The tunnel's primary function was to drain the flooded mines. This was achieved through an ingenious system where the tunnel itself acted as a conduit, allowing water to flow out from the mines naturally. This was a game changer, as it meant miners no longer had to pause work to manually drain the mines. But the challenges didn't stop at water. Air, or the lack of it, was another problem. 4 miles underground, ventilation was a serious concern. Engineers had to devise a system that allowed fresh air to circulate while removing the stale, potentially dangerous air. Their solution? A series of strategically placed air shafts connecting the tunnel to the surface, ensuring a steady supply of fresh air. The scale of the project was mind-boggling. Stretching over 4 miles into the heart of the Colorado Mountains, the Argo Tunnel was one of the longest mining tunnels in the world. It was a labyrinth of passages branching off into the various mines it serviced, a subterranean city built by hand. The Argo Tunnel had a profound impact on Colorado's mining industry. It made operations safer and more efficient, leading to a boom in gold production. It transformed Idaho Springs from a small mining town into a bustling hub of activity. Today, the Argo Tunnel has a new life as a tourist attraction. Visitors can tour the tunnel and learn about its rich history, giving them a glimpse into the harsh realities of the gold rush era. However, the Argo Tunnel's legacy is not without its problems. The very function that made it so crucial to mining, its ability to drain water, has led to environmental challenges. Contaminated water from the old mines still flows through the tunnel, polluting the local water supply. The Argo Tunnel, a testament to human grit and ingenuity, still stands today, albeit with its own set of environmental challenges. Halfway across the world, the Witwatersrand Tunnel was taking shape, fueled by a different kind of gold rush. South Africa, a land known for her diamonds, found herself in the throes of a gold frenzy. This discovery on the Witwatersrand Reef, a massive gold-bearing ridge, ignited dreams of fortune, much like the glittering promise of Colorado's gold mines. To tackle the monumental task of tunneling through the hard rock, the Witwatersrand Native Labor Association was formed. This organization, a euphemism for a system that was anything but fair, orchestrated the recruitment of laborers, most of whom were black migrants from rural areas. They were promised wages and opportunities, but the reality they faced was a harsh contrast. The conditions were brutal, even more so than those at the Argo Tunnel. Workers were expected to toil for long hours in the stifling heat, armed with nothing more than basic tools and their own grit. Safety measures were virtually non-existent, and the toll on their health was immeasurable. The work was not just physically draining, but also mentally and emotionally taxing. Yet they persevered, driven by the hope of a better life. However, the promises made to these workers often turned out to be empty. The wages were meager, the opportunities scarce, and the treatment inhumane. Worse still, many of these laborers were forcefully recruited, their dreams of prosperity exploited for the benefit of the mining companies and a burgeoning capitalist economy. The tragic consequences of this exploitation didn't end there. The Witwatersrand's labor practices and the massive influx of workers to the region led to a profound shift in South Africa's social and economic structure. The tunnel, a symbol of wealth and progress for some, became for others a symbol of inequality and a precursor to apartheid. The Witwatersrand, a tunnel built on dreams of riches, became a symbol of inequality and a precursor to apartheid. The legacy of this exploitation remains a dark chapter in South Africa's history, a stark reminder of the human cost of progress. Despite the human cost, the Witwatersrand Tunnel continued to grow, leaving a lasting impact on South Africa's infrastructure. Each swing of the pickaxe, each blast of dynamite, each bead of sweat shed brought forth a new piece of the tunnel. It wasn't just a physical structure, it was a testament to human endurance, to the grit of those laborers who risked their lives in the dark depths, all for the glitter of gold. But the cost was high. Safety hazards were rampant, and the tunnel's construction led to the displacement of communities and the destruction of local ecosystems. And the gold? It didn't bring prosperity for all. Instead, it fueled inequality, with the wealth concentrated in the hands of a few. The Witwatersrand Tunnel played a crucial role in shaping South Africa's socio-economic landscape, laying the groundwork for the oppressive system of apartheid. The Witwatersrand Tunnel, a symbol of exploitation and inequality, still casts a long shadow over South Africa's history. Two tunnels, thousands of miles apart, yet intertwined by their shared history of ambition, hardship, and societal impact. The Argo Tunnel, a testament to American grit and determination, was born out of the need to drain flooded gold mines. The Witwatersrand Tunnel, on the other hand, was driven by the diamond rush and the lure of gold. Both were marvels of their time, showcasing human ingenuity and resilience. However, the methods employed were far from ideal, with backbreaking labor, dangerous conditions, and worker exploitation clouding their legacy. These tunnels were not just about resource extraction, they were about the people who toiled to make them a reality. The Argo and Witwatersrand tunnels stand as reminders of the price paid for progress, the human cost of ambition, and the enduring impact of historical infrastructure. As we marvel at these engineering feats, it's crucial to remember the human stories behind them and reflect on the lessons they offer us today.